Chosen one, stop what you're doing and listen, really listen. This is not just a feeling. This is not just another passing thought you can dismiss. Heaven is calling you right now. There's a divine urgency stirring in the spiritual realm, and it has your name written all over it. Someone who has never stopped loving you, your mother who now rests in glory, is trying to reach you. And she has been trying since yesterday. This is a sacred interruption not meant to be skipped, delayed, or ignored. Because if you walk away from this moment, you may never hear what she was sent to say. She is not gone. Not in the way you think. Her love didn't die with her body. It didn't fade with time or distance. Her spirit is alive in the presence of the Lord, and through his divine mercy, her voice is now being carried to you. Jesus himself is allowing her message to pass through the veil for you. Heaven is stirring. Time is shifting. And you are standing at a threshold you cannot afford to miss. This moment isn't ordinary. It is holy. This message carries the weight of eternity, and it is meant for your heart and spirit. Your mother is reaching across the veil not just to comfort you, but to awaken you, to warn you, and to prepare you. You've sensed it, haven't you? The sudden wave of emotion, the memory that surfaced out of nowhere, the stillness that made you pause. That wasn't random. That was her. And now she's trying again, but this time it's louder. It's clearer. It's sacred. The question is, will you receive it? Type "I receive this message with all my heart, amen" in the comments. Let heaven know you're listening. Let her know you still remember. Chosen one, there is a love that transcends death, a bond forged not just by blood, but by eternity. And that love is your mother's love for you. You may have believed that when her body returned to the dust, her presence disappeared with it. You may have thought that with time her influence would fade into silence, becoming just another memory stored in the shadows of your mind. But you were wrong. Her love was never a temporary shelter. It was a divine assignment. And even now that assignment continues. Elevated, purified, and empowered by the presence of God himself. C.S. Lewis, in Letters to Malcolm, chiefly on prayer, speaks to the enduring presence of divine connections. We may ignore, but we can nowhere evade the presence of God. The world is crowded with him. He walks everywhere, incognito. Your mother's love is God's incognito presence, an eternal bond unbroken by death, actively interceding for you from heaven. To dismiss her lingering influence as mere memory is to ignore the divine assignment still at work in your life. You must understand, the bond between a mother and her child is one of the holiest forces in the universe. It is not undone by funerals. It is not erased by years. It is not silenced by the grave. When she carried you, she carried more than your body, she carried your destiny. She prayed over it, fought for it, wept for it, and that same fire still burns in her spirit. Now, glorified in heaven, she is not less present. She is more powerful than ever, watching, interceding, and loving you with a clarity only eternity can give. You've felt her, haven't you, in the quiet moments when her name comes to you out of nowhere, in the dreams that leave you waking in tears, in the strange comfort that settles on you during your darkest nights. That is not nostalgia. That is not imagination. That is her reaching across the veil, trying to assure you that she never left, that her love is not locked in the past. It is alive. It is active. It is relentless. And now, through the grace of Jesus Christ, that love is being permitted to speak louder than ever before. Heaven does not erase holy bonds. It fulfills them. And right now, your mother's love is being fulfilled in its highest form, not by words spoken through lips, but by a message carried through spirit. Her love is not a memory you visit from time to time. It is a living presence, watching over you, covering you, guiding you. You may not see her, but she sees you, and she sees everything you are walking through. She sees the strength you hide, the pain you carry in silence, the victories you don't feel allowed to celebrate. She sees it all, and she loves you even more than she did before. C.S. Lewis, in The Four Loves, reflects on the enduring nature of true love. Love is not affectionate feeling, but a steady wish for the loved person's ultimate good as far as it can be obtained. Your mother's love, now glorified in heaven, is this steady wish, an eternal intercession for your ultimate good. Her presence is not a fleeting sentiment, but a divine force actively praying for your strength and alignment with God's purpose. So stop believing you've been abandoned. Stop thinking her story ended, because her story continues in you, and her love is not fading. It is rising. And today, heaven has allowed her to remind you of that one eternal truth. She has never, not for a single moment, stopped loving you. Chosen one, you need to know this truth with your whole being. Your mother is not just a memory you carry. She is an active presence in the spiritual realm, watching over you, praying for you, and walking with you in ways that defy human understanding. What you call coincidence, what you've dismissed as imagination or fleeting emotion, has often been her gentle presence. That comforting thought that crossed your mind when you were on the edge, that dream that came when you were too tired to keep going, that warmth in your chest when no one else was there to hold you, that was her. And it still is. She is not far. In fact, she is closer than you think. Heaven is not somewhere distant and untouchable. It surrounds you. And through the mercy of Jesus Christ, those who rest in his presence are permitted to intercede for those still running the race below. Your mother is not merely watching. She is praying. She is fighting for you in the spirit. She knows the battles you're facing, even the ones no one else sees. She has seen your fears, the ones you've hidden behind laughter. She has witnessed your doubts, the ones you've buried beneath ambition. She's watched you trying to hold it all together while your soul aches to fall apart. And she has not stopped praying. Don't think that her prayers have faded with time. In heaven, time does not weaken intercession. It strengthens it. She now sees clearly what she could only sense before. She understands your calling, your gifts, and your pain in ways she never could on earth. And from that place of divine clarity, she is lifting your name before the throne of God. Not begging, declaring, not hoping, believing. She is standing in the eternal presence of the one who holds your future, and she is speaking your name with authority, born of love and glorified wisdom. Her voice may not reach your ears, but it echoes through heaven. She watches over you not with sorrow, but with purpose. She doesn't want to haunt your memories. She wants to empower your journey. When you're tired, she's praying for strength. When you're lost, she's asking for light. When you're doubting your worth, she's reminding heaven of the promise that was spoken over your life. And when you feel completely alone, she is interceding that you would feel the presence of the one who never leaves you. Jesus, the bridge between you and her, between earth and eternity. Chosen one. Don't ignore the signs. Don't silence the stirrings. She is still with you, not as a shadow from the past, but as a warrior in the spirit, fighting alongside heaven to see you walk into everything God has written for you. Chosen one, today is not like yesterday. This moment is not like the others. Something in the spirit realm has shifted, and heaven is now reaching for you with greater urgency. There is movement on the other side of the veil. You may not have heard it with your ears, but your spirit has felt the tremble, that strange heaviness this morning, that unexpected memory that lingered a little too long, that breath you caught in your chest as if time paused for just a second. Those were not coincidences. They were signals, alarms, holy disruptions, because today a message from your mother is breaking through, and it cannot wait. There have been times before when she tried to whisper to you through dreams, signs, silence, but you pushed it aside, didn't you? You told yourself it was just emotion or nostalgia or your mind playing tricks on you. But your spirit knew better, and heaven kept knocking. But now it's no longer a whisper. It's a divine call. And God has granted permission for her words to reach you in full power, because something is coming that you need to be ready for. This isn't comfort for comfort's sake. This is preparation. This is revelation. This is heaven's alignment falling into place. C.S. Lewis, in the Screwtape Letters, warns of the danger of dismissing divine promptings. The safest road to hell is the gradual one, the gentle slope, soft underfoot without sudden turnings, without milestones, without signposts. To dismiss your mother's message as mere emotion is to walk this subtle slope, missing the divine call meant to prepare you. Her urgent voice is heaven's signpost, guiding you to heed the spiritual shift and align with God's imminent purpose. You may not see it yet, but the winds are changing. There's a spiritual turn in the atmosphere, and your name is at the center of it. The Lord has declared this moment sacred, and your mother's voice is part of that declaration. What she brings to you today carries weight that can only come from a soul refined by the glory of God, a soul that now sees what's ahead, what's unseen, what you've been blind to. Do not treat this as just another message. Do not let your heart grow numb or distracted, because this moment was chosen. You were chosen. Her voice is breaking through, not just to remind you of love, but to reveal something that will change your direction, awaken your spirit, and prepare you for what's coming. This message is not casual, it is critical. You are standing in the middle of a divine intersection. If you turn away now, you may never realize what was about to be released into your life. Today is different. Today is divine. And your mother is not just reaching out. She is pleading through eternity for you to listen. Chosen one. This is the moment. The veil has parted. The silence has lifted. And now her voice comes through clear, radiant, and overflowing with the one thing that never died: her love for you. This is not a vague comfort. This is not a poetic thought to soothe your pain. This is her actual message, born from eternity and carried by the grace of Jesus Christ to reach you now. Listen closely, because these are not just her words. They are her prayers, her tears, and her eternal devotion gathered into one sacred truth. She wants you to know that she loves you still always, and with a love that has only grown stronger in heaven. Not a day has gone by without her watching over you. You may have felt forgotten. You may have felt abandoned, but she never stopped looking. She never stopped caring. Her love has traveled through dimensions of time and space, carried on the breath of God just to wrap around you in this very second. She sees you. She sees your pain. She sees the battles you fight in silence, the disappointments you've buried, the exhaustion you mask, the hope you keep trying to revive. And she's been praying not passively, not quietly, but fervently, with the kind of clarity and fire only a soul in heaven can possess. She has lifted your name before the throne of the Almighty. She has asked Jesus to guard you, to protect your mind, your future, your spirit. She has prayed for doors to open, for burdens to lift, for peace to return. And she's seen you press forward when no one clapped for you. She's seen you cry in the dark and wipe your tears before anyone noticed. She's seen it all, and she wants you to know that she's proud of you. Yes, proud. Heaven knows what it cost you just to survive. Her message is not just that she's watching, it's that you are never alone. Even when you feel like no one understands, even when the weight feels unbearable, even when your heart aches for someone to just see you, she sees, she feels, and through the mercy of Christ, she surrounds you in spirit. She's walked with you into every room. She's covered you in moments you didn't even realize you were being protected. Her presence has been your unseen shelter, her prayers your invisible strength. And right now she's saying, don't give up. Don't sink into despair. I'm with you, and I've never stopped loving you. Chosen one, you've carried a question in the hidden places of your soul. Is she truly okay? Is she safe? Is she at peace? And heaven wants you to know the answer now, because this weight you've been silently dragging has never been yours to carry. Your mother is not lost. She is not in limbo. She is not waiting in sorrow. She is at peace, deep, radiant, unshakable peace in the presence of the one who holds all things together. She is surrounded by a beauty beyond anything your eyes have ever seen. No pain touches her. No fear lingers. No regret haunts her. Every sorrow she once carried has been dissolved in the glory of God. The sickness, the suffering, the questions that had no answers on earth, they are gone, replaced by light, by joy, by the full embrace of Jesus Christ himself. She is home, and not just resting, reigning in love, in wholeness, in eternity. You see, heaven is not a vague mist or a dreamlike ending. It is more real than anything you've ever touched. And your mother is more alive now than she ever was. Her soul sings without sorrow. Her spirit dances in the light of the Lamb. She knows peace not as an idea but as a person. Jesus walks with her, talks with her, and welcomes her with arms that never grow weary. She is not lonely. She is not waiting for rescue. She is filled with the fullness of God. And in that glory she looks upon you with eyes no longer dimmed by worry or age. She sees you through the eyes of eternity, without judgment, without fear, only love. Her greatest desire is not that you mourn her absence, but that you find joy in her peace, that you would let go of the guilt, the what-ifs, the ache of unfinished words. She doesn't need apologies. She needs you to heal. C.S. Lewis, in The Problem of Pain, reflects on the transformative nature of divine peace. God whispers to us in our pleasures, speaks in our conscience, but shouts in our pains. It is his megaphone to rouse a deaf world. Your mother's peace in heaven is God's shout calling you to release your grief and embrace the healing she prays for you. Her radiant wholeness is a divine invitation to find joy in her eternal rest, freeing you from the weight of sorrow. Because she's not asking you to live in mourning, she's calling you into freedom. Her peace is not meant to haunt you, it's meant to free you. And the moment you accept that she is with Jesus, fully whole, fully alive, fully at rest, you'll begin to taste that same peace for yourself. She's not looking back in sadness. She's looking forward toward you, hoping you'll rise, hoping you'll trust, hoping you'll let go and walk into the life she now sees waiting for you. Chosen one, you've been holding on for far too long, holding on to grief like a second skin, holding on to guilt like a chain wrapped around your spirit, holding on to questions that never seem to rest. Was I there enough? Did I say the right things? Could I have changed how it ended? And your mother sees it all. From heaven's vantage point, she sees the invisible weight you carry, the ache that hides beneath your strength. And she's asking you now, with all the love eternity can hold, let it go. This pain was never meant to live inside you. It was never meant to become part of your identity. It was meant to be surrendered, laid at the feet of Jesus, washed in his mercy, and healed in his time. But healing requires release, and your mother, standing in perfect peace beside the Savior, is begging you to lay it down. She doesn't want your sadness to keep her memory alive. She doesn't want your suffering to become your altar. Her life was never meant to leave behind a legacy of sorrow. It was meant to ignite freedom. She knows how heavy it's been. She knows the nights you couldn't sleep, the days you moved through in numbness, the moments when her name was like a blade to your chest. But that's not what she wants for you. She didn't leave to imprison you in mourning. She transitioned to call you into light. And now her spirit, strengthened by heaven's clarity, is telling you, you don't have to hurt like this anymore. You don't have to carry this by yourself. Jesus stands ready to take the pain, to take the memories that haunt the emotions, that crush the silence that lingers too long. He is the healer, and he's been waiting not for you to fix yourself, but for you to simply open your hands and surrender. And your mother has been praying for this moment, praying you would believe that you're still worthy of peace, that you're still allowed to feel joy again, that your heart can still be whole. This is not forgetting her. This is honoring her. By living, by healing, by rising. She doesn't want to be remembered by what was lost. She wants to be honored through what is found, your freedom, your healing, your future. So let the tears fall, let the past go, and let your heart open again. Because she's not holding on to pain in heaven, and neither should you. Chosen one, your mother didn't just come to comfort you, she came to announce something. Heaven has shown her what is coming, and her spirit cannot stay silent. You are on the edge of something new, something holy, something written long ago in the scrolls of your destiny. The season of heaviness is shifting, the door of sorrow is closing, and in its place a new gate is opening, one that leads into favor, restoration, and abundance. She has seen it. She has prayed for it. She has wept in heaven's courts, asking God to release it. And now the time has come. Not one moment too soon, not 1 second too late. You are stepping into a season that was made for you, a season where the very things that once crushed you will become the soil for your flourishing. The tears you cried in secret are about to become rivers of life. The prayers you whispered when no one was listening have reached the throne, and heaven is responding. But hear this clearly, this is not a season to coast through. This is a season to honor. Your mother wants you to know that favor is not random, it is sacred. And with blessing comes responsibility. She is not just celebrating what's coming, she's reminding you to walk in it with humility, to keep your heart tender, to stay rooted in the truth that every good thing flows from the heart of the Father. Do not forget who sustained you in the wilderness when you enter the land of promise. Opportunities will come, doors will open, people will notice, but your mother's prayer is that your soul remains anchored, not in fame, not in fortune, but in faith. That your eyes would remain on Jesus, the one who opened this season for you in the first place. Because he is not just the giver, he is the guide. And if you walk with him, there will be no limit to what you'll see unfold. This season has been ordained. It has been watered by prayers, protected by angels, and declared by heaven. But it must be embraced with reverence. So don't shrink back. Don't second-guess what's been placed in your hands. You didn't come this far by accident. You survived what tried to destroy you, and now you're stepping into the reward. Your mother has waited for this, and heaven is smiling. The blessing is real. The time is now. And this season, this beautiful, long-awaited season is yours. Chosen one, listen carefully now, because this is the part your mother hopes you never forget. If there's one thing she could place into your hands like a burning lamp to carry into the rest of your life, it's this: stay close to Jesus. Do not drift. Do not let success distract you. Do not let pain harden you. Do not let the noise of the world pull you away from the only one who knows the full blueprint of your soul. Jesus is not just the one who healed her. He is the one who is healing you. He is the bridge that connects heaven and earth. The door through which her love now flows, the light that has never left your path, even when you walked in darkness. Your mother knows this now more than ever, for she sees him in his fullness, and in that radiant glory, she has come to understand what truly matters. Not wealth, not applause, not answers, only him. She's watched you try to carry it all alone, shouldering burdens you were never meant to bear, chasing validation that never satisfies, looking for comfort in places that only drained you more. And her cry from eternity is simple but fierce. Come back to Jesus. Return to the source. Anchor your heart in the one presence that will never abandon you. He doesn't need you to be perfect. He's not waiting for you to clean yourself up. He's waiting for you to come, raw, tired, real. Stay in his word. Let his voice be louder than your doubt. Let his peace silence your anxiety. Let his promises rebuild the parts of you that grief tried to destroy. Your mother is praying not for you to become religious, but for you to become rooted. Rooted in truth. Rooted in grace. Rooted in the love that never runs out. Because when you're close to Jesus, no storm can shake you. No loss can destroy you. And no devil can touch what heaven protects. She has seen how hard it's been, but she has also seen what happens when a soul stays connected to the vine. The fruit is coming, the strength is rising, the clarity will return, but only if you remain. So don't let anything pull you away, not your past, not your fear, not your pride. Stay close, stay low, stay dependent, because that's where the breakthrough is. That's where the blessing lasts. That's where your mother's prayers find their fulfillment. In Him, chosen one, you must understand this is not just a comforting message from beyond. This is a divine intervention. Spiritual alarm. A heavenly assignment delivered in perfect timing because something is shifting around you right now. The veil between realms is thin. The Spirit is moving. And if you don't listen now, if you don't respond in this moment, you could miss what heaven has aligned to release into your life. Your mother's voice did not break through just to soothe you. She broke through to warn you. Because the next chapter of your journey cannot be entered passively. There are forces at work, some for you, others against you. And if you are not alert, not spiritually grounded, not walking closely with Jesus, you will fall prey to the confusion, delays, and traps the enemy has quietly set. Your name has been spoken in heaven, but it's also been whispered in the enemy's camp. That is why this message had to come now. That is why your mother's spirit has been stirred to speak. She sees what you cannot. She sees the warfare gathering around your destiny. She sees the decisions you're about to make. She sees the divine appointments being positioned and the demonic distractions rising up to block them. And so she comes not with fear but with fire. She comes, bearing the light of heaven to cut through your doubt, to break through your numbness, and to call you back into divine alignment. This is not the time to waver. This is not the time to delay. This is the moment to decide. Will you listen? Will you respond? Will you awaken? Because if you do, if you receive this message with an open heart, what's been held back will begin to move. What's been locked will open. What's been delayed will be released. But if you close your heart again, if you scroll away from this encounter like it's just another emotional moment, you may never know what was waiting for you on the other side of yes. This isn't just about memory. It's about destiny. It's not just about grief. It's about guidance. And it's not just a mother's love reaching through the veil. It's heaven itself, aligning to lift you out of the shadows and into your rightful place. So listen, pray, weep if you must, but don't ignore this. The message has been delivered. The moment has come. Now it's your turn to answer. Closing prayer, a sacred response. Jesus, I come before you with my heart laid bare, humbled and open. I've heard what was spoken. I've felt the stirring in my spirit. I know this wasn't just a message, it was a divine encounter, a sacred appointment between heaven and my soul. Thank you for allowing my mother's voice to break through eternity, to reach me. Thank you for reminding me that I've never been unseen, never been forgotten, never been unloved. Through her love, you have touched me again. And now I respond. I release to you what I've held for too long, the grief. I never fully faced the guilt I buried beneath silence, the sorrow that kept me tethered to yesterday. I place every aching memory, every unanswered question, and every unseen tear into your hands. Let what once crushed me now become the soil of my healing. Let what once broke me become the very place you build something new. I receive the truth my mother carried from heaven. I receive her love, her prayers, her presence, and through her words I receive your invitation to step into a new season, to walk in blessing, to rise into purpose. I may not feel ready, but I trust you. Even when I tremble, I choose to say yes. Yes to your timing. Yes to your grace. Yes to everything. You've already prepared for me. I will not turn away. I will not harden my heart. I will move forward because love has called me and you have opened the door. Help me stay close to you, Jesus. In every joy and every trial, be my anchor. Let nothing this world offers pull me away from your voice. Let no fear distort what you've spoken over me. Let no distraction cause me to drift from what matters most. Root me in your word. Fill me with the peace only you can give. Surround me with your light when I feel lost. And when I begin to forget what was spoken today, bring it back to my remembrance so I never lose the weight of this moment. Let my life be the testimony. Let my healing be the evidence. Let my faith be the fruit of what heaven began in me today. And let my steps honor the love of a mother who never stopped believing in me, even from heaven's side. Thank you, Jesus, for this holy interruption. Thank you for grace I didn't deserve, for love I didn't earn, and for the divine mercy that never runs out. I'm listening now. I'm surrendering, and I will never be the same. Amen.